Hey, welcome to my latest video. This one is going to be about learning how to delay your gratification and resist impulse control in order to achieve your fat loss goals. So if you've clicked on this video, chances are you've followed me for a while and you probably have the fat loss basics down, right? Like calorie deficit, get your strength training in, eat whole foods, drink water, get your sleep in, sprinkle in some cardio. You got that, right? But how many times do you find yourself falling victim to like little treats that come, that show up along the way, whether it's your office colleague bringing in a dozen donuts, or it's someone's birthday, or someone suggests going out for dinner, or someone brings out a wine bottle, whatever it is. How often do you find yourself weak at the knees when it comes to impulse control? I know my clients have gone through this. I know I've gone through this before. So chances are you probably have too. So I want to chat about 3 different ways you can help to manage that need for instant gratification. Okay, so the difference between instant versus delayed gratification here: instant would be getting a sudden craving for a donut. That's obviously a donut, right? And satisfying that need right away. Okay, so there's no time to think. It's like, I'm craving this donut, I have to have it. Same thing could be with a bag of chips or alcohol or whatnot, okay? Now, if you can resist the urge for the instant gratification, you can end up getting a much better reward, delayed gratification. This is a fit person, obviously a happy fit person. And you can end up getting that delayed gratification longer down the road. And usually this reward is much sweeter than the first one, okay? Because that instant gratification, again, is instant. Like, you'll get that little high and then it disappears. Whereas if you wait for the delayed gratification, you will achieve your goals. You'll be a fitter, healthier version of yourself. Or if we're gonna turn this into like money, like if you wanna save money and be able to retire later on in life by making sacrifices now, you can reap the rewards later on in life. It's how millionaires become millionaires, right? Or successful entrepreneurs. They resist the urge for instant gratification in return for delayed gratification longer down the road. So 3 tips. 3 tips. 1, distract yourself. You ever seen a toddler reaching for something dangerous or wanting to go jump in a big muddy puddle when they're in their Sunday best? What do? You distract them, right? You can do the same thing for yourself. So if you get a sudden craving for a donut, or I don't know why I keep using donuts, but a donut or French fries or chips or whatever it is, try and distract yourself. Set a timer, 15-20 minutes. You can meditate, brush your teeth, drink some water, listen to some music, call a friend, like whatever it is, do something else that you love, okay? Don't try and convince yourself that you don't really want the chips or you don't really want the donut, because chances are you do. But you can distract yourself with something else that you do like as well. So think of something else you like and go and do that for a bit, and then come back around and be like, do I still want XYZ, whatever it is. This is a really handy little tool to use. Like I said, it works for toddlers and it can work for you too. The art of distraction is an amazing thing. So that's tip 1. Tip 2 is to connect with the bigger goal, to do something today that your future self will thank you for. Okay, so always envisioning your future self, like yourself having achieved the goal you're after. Picture that in your head. Really feel what it feels like to have achieved that goal and connect to that place, okay? And when you think about hitting the snooze button in the morning, think about how future you is gonna feel if you get up and do your workout. Same thing, think about how future you is gonna feel if you prep your meals, and then future you gets to wake up in the morning and not have to think about what they're eating today. So constantly thinking about that future self and picturing that end goal, that is huge. So that's, like visualization. That's something that I have had to use over the years, because let me tell you, every time that alarm goes off in the morning, I want to hit snooze. And sometimes I do, like once or twice, and then I get up. But yeah. Number 3, we all have this internal fuel tank, which when we busy ourselves a lot, whether it be with work or with our family or with our kids, it can run on empty. And when we're due a fuel up, a lot of the times we turn to food or like shopping or alcohol or whatever it is, whatever that thing is you crave. And most of the time, all of the time, what we're really craving is ourselves, is just some time, just slow down and stop and be present and connect with ourselves. So I know it sounds a little woo-woo, but it's true. You know, it's usually, it's us, that's what we want. And it's just paying attention to ourselves, to our needs, and just stopping and taking a breath, going for a walk, meditating, listening to some music. One thing I love to do is to list things that I appreciate. That is one of the quickest ways to make yourself feel good and to fill yourself up with positive vibes. Again, going a little woo-woo here, but stay with me, okay? Because this stuff works. List over like 10, 20 things that you appreciate and repeat it over and over again. There's so much to think about. Like, it can be as generic as your feet for carrying you through the day, your heart because you don't have to beat it yourself, the abundance of oxygen, your family, your clothes, the selection of food you get to choose from every day, whatever it is to you. List that over and over and over again, and I bet you start to feel pretty good. And by doing this, you can kind of quiet down those inner cravings, okay? So again, these 3 tips can help you resist the urge for that instant gratification, that shiny object, which will yield you much bigger rewards down the road, okay? So hopefully this helps. You can reach out anytime. If you like my content, if you find it helpful, please feel free to subscribe. I always appreciate the support. And again, reach out anytime. I'm always here for you, and I appreciate you.